YouTubers High Score Challenge, recording on a Sunday evening. Game this time is Shienryu. I think I've pronounced that just about okay. I'll get straight to the point. Happens quite a bit, but I've been very stuck for time last couple of weeks. Honestly, it's been very, very hectic. Been away for the weekend and just got back this evening. My plan was to put in a proper run this evening, but I've come back and I've had a couple of drinks, to be honest, and I just know I'm not going to be able to do it justice if I try and put in a run now. So I've decided to call it and use one of my earlier runs from I think I was able to do this about 4 or 5 days ago, and so I've got my cat on my lap as well, who is moving about a bit, so it might be a little bit of a distraction. But where was I? Yes, so onto the game itself. Really enjoyable shooter. Had a little bit of tricky time getting it up and running, but thanks to Old Star Gaming, managed to get a working version up and running. So much appreciated, OSG. Thank you very much. Game itself, a shooter. You got sort of 3 different types of weapons. You got like a laser beam. You got kind of like a standard shot, which kind of like spreads out a bit, a bit like Raiden style. And there's a kind of like a missile type attack as well. The lightning shot I've got at the moment is homing, so it's quite convenient just to sit there, sort of hammer the fire button, and let the electricity do the work. Okay, and onto the first level boss. I should mention straight away, like it's got an interesting rank up system where if you collect certain power ups, if you collect like, I think it's like more bombs than the 3, more than 3 bombs. You've got more than 3 bombs in your arsenal, then I think that ranks up the difficulty, as does collecting power-ups once you're maxed out as well. So it's one of these sort of strange kind of like situations where you're trying to avoid power-ups to make sure things aren't too difficult. Having said all this, when I very first downloaded the game, I had a very it was quite stuttery and in gameplay wise and with the sound as well, but I was actually able to get a great score on it, a bit better than what I've done here. I think the stutteriness must have helped me a bit. Ow, shit. Sorry, cat's just dug his claws into my knee. Because, I was able to get a better score than I did here. But, that I don't think that was the right way to play it, really, because it wasn't smooth, and this version I've been playing is very consistent in the way it plays, and if everything comes at you the speed it should do. So this is more of a true run, really. Sorry, blabbing a bit there, but using my power-ups out. In fact, I've probably sort of picked up a bomb or 2, which has increased the rank inadvertently. What tends to happen is when the rank increases, it's almost like the shot patterns get a bit more difficult. I've not had time to analyse it in great detail or anything, but they just seem to get a bit more difficult to dodge, and a bit more unpredictable as well. So again, one of these strange situations where you want to avoid picking up too many points and power-ups, which will increase the rank. So play the long game, try and keep it easy, and rack up the points that way. That seems to be the strategy. So a sip of a drink. Yeah, it is lovely graphics on this, by the way. I think the game was made in 1997, so quite late on. Must have been towards the sort of like later part of like arcade's life. But yeah, this does look like one I really would have enjoyed playing a lot. It's quite accessible. It's like it doesn't have the harshness of like Raiden. You'd get a good run for your money playing this. Okay, stage 2 boss clear. Okay, on stage 3. Yes, sticking with the lightning for the moment. That seems to be doing the trick. It's not quite as powerful as the other power-ups, so it's kind of like you do need to sometimes you get a bit pinned back because you're waiting for the lightning to take out the enemies, and got taken out there. Yeah, sometimes you get pinned back and you're waiting for the lightning to take out the enemies, which isn't ideal. Ideally, you want to be able to get rid of as many enemies as quickly as possible, which I think some of the other power-ups would be better suited for. But it all depends on the situation and where you are in the game, I'd say. So, but for the moment, I'm sticking with the lightning. Yeah, the using the bomb there, like the laser thing, which certainly I'd say it's like don't be afraid to use the bombs. Bit more of an in-depth tip as well. If you use a bomb with the lightning thing, so it does that sort of like forward-shooting laser, don't do what I do a lot of the time, which is like firing that bomb, then sort of like move out of the protection of the laser too much to the side. Lost quite a few lives that way. Just have faith that when you press that bomb, it'll clear a path, and as long as you stay within that zone, you'll be safe. I'm not sure how many levels there are in the game. I would say this stage 3 is where it starts getting more tricky. The first 2 levels, I'd say, are relatively straightforward. Still need to be on your toes. I think that's a good thing about this game. It's like it is quite accessible, but yeah, you still can't take anything for granted in their first couple of levels, and that's always a sign of a good game. Yeah, so it's almost best just to take out those 2 central turrets as quickly as possible, really, with a bomb. Potentially tricky otherwise, I'd say. Now you get this squid boss, which takes a hell of a lot of hits. The bullet patterns aren't too bad, but it's almost like it does take a while to take out this boss. So it's kind of a mix of patience and being on your toes for long enough. Like you can't let that concentration slip. Yeah, just got a bit caught out, like especially when you get like the using the laser weapon as well. Like yes, sometimes your eyes just like lose track of like where the bullets are, and I just got a bit caught out there. Yeah, I should say like I have done runs where I have collected as many power ups as possible, and yeah, increased that rank. I did okay, really. I did okay. Score wise, pretty similar to be honest, but yes, certain bits did seem a lot more tricky. Just a small tip, really. You can tell when your power up is max, like when you've got the P's in the top left, and sometimes like there's different levels of them. Normally, when you collect 3, it kind of like they disappear and you go on to the next level, as it were. But once you get 3 P's up there, then that means there's not going to be any more to come. So it hasn't reset itself, and you're at max power. Yeah, and this boss tended to be a bit of a stumbling point for me in a way. Really, it's kind of like this is kind of like where I could get to. I'm just trying to think. I might have got past it before when I was playing the stuttery version, but it's kind of like this seems to be a proper challenge in terms of like needing to be serious in terms of the amount of bombs you've got left, and of course being able to dodge the bullets. And I failed there. So, but that was as far as I got on my run. That was the best score I got recorded. So it was at 3,418,940. Really enjoyable game. Yeah, as said, unfortunately I didn't have much time at all the last couple of weeks. No excuse me. That's the same for everyone, really. That's life. I was pleased enough with the score.